Okay, I said I'd come back on. I got this side of the hall is painted with the color, and the color is called Windrush by Behr. And I'm going to paint this side now. And if anybody shows up, great. If not, I'll just take this video back now. How about that? And I'm sorry if the lighting is a little messed up. There's not much light in here. So I got our bedroom door and the front door open. I'm trying to get extra light in here. So I'm cutting in and then rolling. So if you're just showing up to watch somebody work, that's fine. Now, I'm not going to be able to see the chat, but I will check it every once in a while. I know folks got busy things going on Saturday. And I can't get my wide brush in here, roller, so I'm having to just do this one all with the brush. I have a narrower roller, I just don't like it. This corner over here, I'm leaving until next week because the paint on the trim needs to dry before I add the blue tape to it. So I got some folks coming in. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mary. So you guys might have to talk, and I'll try to catch it every once in a while, but I am trying to get this accomplished. Yeah. I got to go up top. Let me grab the can for that. I'm going to move this so I don't accidentally step in it. I'm not too worried about splattering on the floor because we're going to be redoing these floors anyway. Hopefully Scott won't come in and say something crazy. I wasn't going to come back on because I figured nobody really wants to watch paint dry, but everybody was like, yeah, that'd be great. And I thought, okay. You just never know what you loonies want. No. I'm just picking. Love you guys. You just never know what'll interest people. That's why I keep telling Scott he needs to do videos on his Tool Using Primate channel. That's his channel, Tool Using Primate. So what I do is I cut in with this angle brush at the ceiling, in the corners, next to molding, and then I come back in with the roller and roll the walls. I'm going to try to read it from here. Lisa says she can't stay long. Yeah, Scott's out in the garage now, too. Oh, it went too far this way. My arms aren't that long. So I was watching this hop that you were in, Mary. I haven't gotten to your video. I was watching Shell Seas when guilt took over, and I said, well, I better get to painting. or it ain't never going to get done. But I have so missed the internet. And Mary, I caught you in your replay asking why we lost cable up at the cottage. And mainly it was because my sister-in-law got tired of paying for it and she didn't get access to her cottage. So we told her that we would just get cable internet, and all we would want is, you know, the cable internet. We wouldn't want the phone. So she turned U-verse off, and instead of giving us like a week reprieve, they cut it off immediately. But that's okay. We'll make it work. If I have to, I can go to Panera Bread to watch, you know, videos and answer comments and stuff. I got to quit using my phone, though, because the data charges are crazy. I'll check chat as soon as I come down off the ladder again. I can't. I messed up a little bit there. That's why you keep a wet rag. I might have to come back with some sealing white and cover that up. We'll see what it looks like when it dries. Now, I'm sorry I'm cut off at the knee here. It's quite warm up here by the ceiling. And the battery on my laptop is either old or damaged, so I can't unplug the computer. Uh-oh, I'm showing I'm still playing, so. Oh, they cut me off a cable. I'm slow, hang on. Yeah, I need to do some touch up on the ceiling work, but I can do that with a brush because it's along the edge anyway. I think what happened is I use a lot of data, and my sister-in-law had like a data cap. So I think they were actually charging her a fortune, but she never said anything about it. But that's perfectly fine. I mean, we didn't expect her to pay for everything for us to stay there for free, you know. I know we do the maintenance on it and keep track of it, but we're not paying any rent, so I'm okay with it. All right, I'm just going to move this little ladder around the corner. Move this big ladder out of the way. I took that closet door off there. That's a closet right there. It's got all of our decorations for Halloween and Christmas in it, and I need to go through it. What the devil was that? Gregory. I'm going to turn y'all a little bit here. The boy's in his underwear. Well, thanks for sharing. Sharing is caring, I guess. Next time, don't share so much. Probably going to sit and paint drops. That's okay. So I really like this paint. Yeah, you know what I don't like? Walls are fine. Trim's a pain in the neck. It took me 3 days to go over all this trim because there's a door here, there's a door here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more doors in this hallway. It took me forever to get the trim done. So now I got to come back over here to the corner. And I won't be able to see chat from way down here. And I have to be careful because this trim is still not completely cured because I just painted it this morning. I saw this triangular shaped brush at Hobby Lobby that's made for corners. Never saw such a thing in my entire life. Scott said, "You don't need it." I said, "No, we don't need it." I can always come back and touch up, next time we're down. It's just trying to get some stuff done. And we didn't mention this earlier when we were on. Hope you can hear me okay. We had a young man contact us that was maybe interested in buying this house as is. And he's going to call us with an offer. He came and toured it, took pictures and asked questions and that kind of stuff. But Scott said he doesn't think he's going to, he's not going to offer us what we need to get. And we've decided we are going to just have to bite the bullet and get another mortgage. But it won't be a large mortgage. It's just the housing prices here and compared to Greenville are a lot different, and the markets are a lot different. Here it's a buyer's market. Up there it's a seller's market. So the sellers are getting a lot more money for their houses up there than we would be able to get for ours down here, which I think really sucks. But it is what it is. This part kills me. The getting up and down off the floor. That's why I don't want to do retail anymore. Because you spend a lot of time up and down on the floor in retail. People would always tell me, "Well, you don't do anything, you just stock." Hello, stocking is freight. Freight is heavy. Those stupid desks and storage pieces, the wooden ones that you get, think about lifting about 30 of those a week. Because when we had one of those sales at Michael's on the storage, we'd get a ton of it in. And it weighed a ton. And there wasn't always a young man available to lift stuff, so I would be lifting it, which wasn't really good for my neck and back. Scooting across the floor here. Okay, I guess Linda's gone. Have fun with your husband and family. Family time is important. We've got to go over and visit Scott's mom before we head back up. We didn't. Yesterday, that young man came to look at the house and maybe prepare an offer for us. So we didn't get over there yesterday. We did make it to Zesto's. So we had our ice cream fix, and I left my rag over there. Oh, well, I'm not getting up to get it right now. I wish I was as flexible as I was when I was in my 20s. I used to could lay my legs out straight in front of me and lay completely flat. Not anymore. Greg's got these glasses that say, we got these dogs, and this dog is like at a table, and it says, assess risk and reward from Bad Dog. Oh, it's Bad Dog Wisdom. Gotcha, Mary. That's fine. I'm going to try to keep talking, but sometimes I get with the flow of painting and forget to talk. I don't know if anybody else is says 4 people are watching, but unless they say something in chat, I won't know who it is. And some might be just come to see the paint dry and not even want to talk to me. Just watch paint dry. Gotta be a pretty boring day. Of course, it is kind of a boring day here, other than me painting, because it's looking like it's gonna rain any second now. But I was saying, I was following along with that hop. Because I followed the link that you had shared where you won that beautiful painting. And then she was talking about how there was going to be a hop today. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go watch some of those. And I got to shells, and I got shells queued on the other computer in the other room. So if I can, before we go back, I'd like to watch all of them that are in the hop. I just think that would be a fun way to round out my day before we head back, but it's getting kind of late in the day. I don't want to get back too late. It takes us about 2 hours to get back up there. Oh, razzle dazzle. And I am wiping this up on the wall because, hello, the paint's going to go there too. All right. I don't really like those globs that are on the wall, but they've been there for I don't know how long because they were from the previous owner. I don't think I can see the participants. I'm going to switch that to live chat. Yeah, there's only 2 people in here right now, Mary, you and me. I kind of figured there wouldn't be too many people that wanted to come back and watch paint dry on a Sunday afternoon. That's okay. Oh. They'll watch me hobble around. Now the fun part, the part that goes so quick and so much fun. Got my old painting clothes on. Best thing to wear. Just old junky clothes. Always wear the clothes that are like one step away from the trash can to paint stuff. If I have time, I'd like to go through this holiday closet back here and put some stuff together to donate and sort through this. I want to get the amount of stuff we move down to a minimum. I figure I can always go thrifting and find replacements if I really need to. Greg works nights, so he's usually sleeping at this hour or just getting up. I've been freaking the cats out, being here, making the house smell. They give me such dirty looks when they come out and see I've been painting. Cole won't have anything to do with me. So when I first got down here, I was running through and cleaning up so that when that guy came, the house was at least halfway presentable. When you're living between two houses and you're not here all the time, but your son is, and his critters are, and he works a weird schedule, some catch-up has to happen. I haven't fed the dogs yet. Yeah, it is good exercise. Last night I started having a twinge in my back, so I'm hoping it's not going to go out. That would really stink. I got a little bit too much paint on here, so I'm going to go slow until I get some pushed off. Yeah, I'm going to have to touch up at the ceiling. And I'll need to do it during the day, because at night you can't see anything at night in this hallway. Hi, Piper. You come and say hi to Mary? Don't push my camera over, being a brat. Hi, Piper. What you doing, boo-boo? She's going to try to con me out of more canned cat food is what she's going to do. Yeah, the ceiling needs a little touch-up around the edges. Scott and I are trying not to be too particular about being perfect, since we're not going to remain here, but it's just not our nature. And there I go, I hit the ceiling with it, so I will have to come back with white paint once that dries. I'm not going to do it while it's wet. Regina, I can't see, Regina Road, welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you in any of my chats, and this is not a typical chat for me or a live show. Usually we're doing some arts and crafts, but I'm down at our house that we're preparing to sell, and I figured I can't do any lives up at the cottage until we get the internet back, and getting videos up is going to be difficult because I don't know, if I can upload a video like at Panera Bread, because, there's such a delay with so many people using their service. But I might try to do a couple videos and just see how long it takes. Might have to buy a whole lot of coffee. I can, like I said, I'll come back and touch up any place. If I can get this long piece done, the rest of it's mostly doorways, so the walls won't take long to do. It'll be just fiddling around the doors to cut in, as Scott calls it. Cutting in around the doors. with the paintbrush. So it'll be a lot more brush work than rolling work. And that corner back there, I'm going to leave. Yeah. The paint that I'm putting on is called Windrush. It's kind of a beige, a tanny colored beige. It kind of flows from the color we used in the den. But if I have another long hallway like this in the next house, I think I'm going to do a family tree type thing with pictures. You know, like have a picture of my mom and dad, and then all 6 of us kids with our spouses and children. I just think that would be really, really cool. And I've seen where people have painted a tree on the wall, you know, and put the photos on different branches. Regina, if I was staying here, I'd probably take you up on it. But since we're trying to prepare this house to sell, not too many people would appreciate that like we would. This is one long hallway to our bedroom, and the rest of the hallway is just a bunch of doorways. One to the front entry, one to my son's room, one to my old hobby room, this closet, our bedroom, another bathroom, and the den are all off this hallway. I let this other wall get nearly dry before I started on this one because I didn't want to run my fanny into the wall behind me. Piper, come here. Piper. Come here, Piper. She doesn't like the way the paint smells, so she probably won't come over here to me. You know, cats are like that. If you tick them off, they won't come around. Now, a dog, they'd be in the middle of the paint pan, up against the wall. Oh, that's cool, Regina. I need to get Irene Payton, Scott's great, I don't know how many greats, several great grandfathers' full name. Because he was the first one here from Scotland. And from what I understand, the Macaulays came from the Shetland Islands. But I could be wrong. That's just the kind of the research I came up with when I researched the name. My family history is difficult to figure out because I know nothing about my father's family. I know who he was. I know who my grandmother was, but I wasn't allowed to call her grandma or grandmother. I wasn't allowed to be acknowledged as her granddaughter because I was born out of wedlock. So I never got to know them, and I met my real dad one time. Mom said I met him when I was little, but I don't remember. And then that time he showed up just wanting to freeload, and I was just getting to know him. I wasn't prepared to take him in and house him and feed him, and as a young new mother, you know, I wasn't expecting all that. to have basically a stranger want to move in. Okay, I'm going to turn you guys. You get a new view. I'm going to turn. Whoop! Oh, I knocked you over. Hold on. Come on now. What happened here? There we go. Got you stood back up. All right. I got to turn this. If I can get you out of the craft room. Ooh, now you're going to be real close. That's okay. Maybe angle you up a little bit so you're not looking at the floor. This one's a weird one. This is a short wall from the hallway. Bathroom. But now I got to do all this cut-in work before I can roll. Rock and roll. I will knock the lip off from where the paint came over from the other side. It's real gentle so that I don't end up with drips making their way down the wall. All right, I'm going to catch up on chat here and see what y'all are doing. Rest my back a minute. Whew. I'm having to sit on the floor just so I can read your comments. Oh, awesome. Sounds like you're finding some good information, Regina. That sounds like fun. Oh, cool. My middle name comes from my maternal grandfather's sister. Let's see. And Rebecca's just a name my grandmother really liked. All right, so I'm going to take this lid off again. In between, I wrap my paintbrush in a wet towel just so that I don't have to go and, wash it out while I'm painting. All right, so I'm going to go back up top here. I'm going to have to clean this can off because I got paint in the groove and Scott doesn't like that. Uh-oh, here he comes. You hear the chickens. Here he comes. Do you need help?
No. I got stiff. I'll spank you.
Stop! I'm going to tell them you're beating me.
You're not. Any more?
I messed up the ceiling around the corner, so I'm going to have to fix that next week.
Well, I won't tell anybody.
You don't have to. I'll tell them myself because it's bothering me that I messed it up.
Look, you know how to cut in properly with a sash brush. Somebody taught you well.
Yeah, I think his name was Scott.
What were you saying? Tell him I don't like?
That I got paint down in this crevice of this can.
I don't like that.
I know you don't like that. I'll fix it. Bossy butt.
This is nice and low.
Okay. Well, I might let them go if you're going to make racket.
Only for a moment.
Okay, be prepared, guys. He's going to make a noise. Lots of noise. You'll be loud. I can't shut that room off. We used to could, but not anymore. So we'll let you make noise.
All right. Ready for it?
Yep.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
This sound interruption was brought to you today by Scott, the tool using primate. Elvis did it? Elvis needs to leave the building.
Thank you very much.
Is that Elvis or is that Butthead?
Probably butthead.
It's butthead at this point. Are you getting tired?
I'm getting hungry.
Oh, well, we can mix that. You can mix that salad up.
Yeah, I can keep going for a while.
All right. Oh, Amelia's barking. She would like her food for the day. Because I'm sure this is about when Greg feeds her. Next time we're scheduled to come down here, I got to take Amelia to the vet. I think she's got a cancerous growth on her face. But she's 17 years old. So now I'm debating. I love her very much. But do I really want to put thousands of dollars in her when she's lived a nice long life? You know? She's been such a wonderful dog. She was free in the trader. And it's not her fault she's gotten sick. It's just old age has caught up with her. She can hear me talking too, so she's going to keep barking. I'm going to finish up around this side of the door and roll this short wall. And then I'm going to fix things so I can go feed the dog and let you guys go. But cutting in with a sash brush. Scott says somebody taught me well, and that would be him. Because generally we don't tape things off, but I have been using the blue tape where I have already painted walls and Scott had not hung the trim pieces yet. So I'm having to, I've been pre-painting the trim pieces before he puts them up. And then I have to go back in and clean up around each door and window and that kind of stuff. Cole, do you want to come out of Greg's room? Let me go let him out real quick. He sheds really bad. Okay, she wants in. You want in with your daddy? Go on. No, we can't leave it open right now. There is something in here that made something black on the wall there. I don't know what's going on. Can you guys hear Amelia? She's just cutting up something fierce. Putting it down actually made it brighter. I gotta stop and feed the dog and the husband. We went to Lizard's Thicket for breakfast this morning. It's the only meal I'll eat at Lizard's Thicket is breakfast. Because the first year I worked at Michael's, I was hired right at Thanksgiving. I was a seasonal hire, and then they kept me for 5 years. And they had catered in Thanksgiving dinner, and the food was not handled properly, and all of the staff got food poisoning. I have never been so sick in my entire life. So now I can't eat at Lizard's Thicket except for breakfast. Breakfast food I can handle there, but the rest of their menu, I just can't do it. And none of us knows, because everybody ate a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure it was the dressing. because whoever was in charge of getting it, they put the dressing, they cut out little squares and put it on individual plates, and she had them on just like serving trays on a service rack. And I think they got left out all night, and you can't do that with dressing. It has to be refrigerated. So we all got horribly sick. I have never been that sick from a food poisoning. I've had food poisoning another time, and it was bad, but I had to call Scott to come get me. And Greg had to drive my car back home because I couldn't drive. I was at the register too, at the cashier counter, and I kept telling them, I said, it was really busy. It was Thanksgiving weekend. And I said, I am not feeling good. I was the first one to get sick. And then after I left, the assistant manager had to call his dad to come get him because he couldn't drive either. And then a couple other people got desperately sick. So yeah, that was a heck of a way to start a career with a company, is get food poisoning. Oh, hi, Mary Hill. Can't believe you guys are here watching me paint and do. Oh, and there's Janet. I was just saying I'm going to have to go and feed the dog and feed Scott because Amelia's barking out back. Next time we come down, I think I'm going to come down a couple days before the weekend, come down maybe on Thursday, and I'll do all the stuff that we have to do just to maintain the place, like mow the lawn and that kind of stuff, maybe trim bushes and stuff. Of course, it all depends on the weather. Maybe finish this painting up, because I can't do the corner at the end of the hall until this trim all dries. I have to tape it off. It's one of those where they put two doors right next to each other. So you've got like this much space to fit a paintbrush in, and you have to hit the wall next to the closet and the wall next to the bedroom. I don't know why they do that. Who dreams up house plans where you put a closet right next to another door? All right, let's see. I got paint on the wrong side of the brush. Let me try that again. But I will try to do a couple videos. But it's going to be hard for me to watch anybody else's until we get cable again. So I'll be MIA for the most part. We do have a library up the street, but I don't have a library card with them, and I don't think we can get one because our driver's license and everything still has this as our legal residence because it's what we own. You know, this is our property. Oh. Let's see. Whoever painted last time did a nasty job. It was before we moved into the house. So if we were going to stay here, I would go through and do a bunch of, cut the runs out and all that stuff. But I mainly just want to make it look nice and smooth from a distance. And just get it listed. I would really, really like to be in another house, like before Christmas. All right, so I'm going to set that over there. Ugh. If anybody's wondering, we like this Marquee paint by Behr because it's a primer and paint all in one. And it just covers really well. Piper's happy. She got Greg's door open. Oops, sorry, guys. All right, let's see. I would like to roll off what I have left, even if I roll on an area that's not prepped. Just so I can empty the roller. I'm trying to let him sleep as much as he can because he didn't sleep last night. And he's got to work nights tomorrow night. But the cats, they want to be able to see what I'm doing. They just don't want to be out here with me. Because paint stinks, you know. I've still got to paint this hall bathroom. And we've got some plumbing work that has to be done in there. Greg was trained as a high vac and plumbing person in the CBs. So between him and his dad, I think they can fix it. Plumbing work's not something Scott likes to do, but he will. We hired one company to hook our washing machine and onto the sewer line because the barrel that was buried in the yard to handle it failed. And we got hooked onto city sewage when we first moved in over here because it used to have a septic tank out back. And what they did is they actually messed up the plumbing in this bathroom. So now we've got to fix it before we can list the house. What we might end up having to do is do one of those mortgages where it's contingent on the sale of this house and get us totally moved out of here so Scott can quickly do the floors. And that way there won't be any cats in here and that kind of stuff when we list the house. Because, you know, some people, they'll walk away if there's a cat in a house. Even though there's no carpet. There's not going to be any carpet left in this place when we list it. There's still carpet out in the bonus room, and it's nasty because everybody walks in and out that door. I told Scott, I said, I think I'd really like to do some of that because it's concrete out there. You know, some of the concrete paint that you sprinkle the little flecks in. I mean, it's a utilitarian room that you could use like a teen playroom or whatever. I can go across at the door here, at the top of the door. Sorry, now all you see is my feet. It's hard to move the camera and keep working, so y'all just have to watch my feet for a minute. I gotta see if this cover on this doorbell actually will pop off. Never liked this doorbell after we got it because I can't discern the difference between whether it's ringing at the side door or if it's ringing at the front door. Scott says he can tell, but I can't tell the difference at all. Try not to mess up the ceiling again. All right. Oh boy. All right. So for those that just got here, this is the big long hallway that goes to our bedroom. Woo! And both sides of it are painted except for the corner by the closet over there. And then I'm starting to come around this way, which that doorway's the bathroom right there. And then there's a doorway over here that goes into the den and kitchen. So I'm just gonna roll my roller out until nothing will come out of this pan. There's not much left in here. And then I'll let you guys go, and I'll go and feed the van and the bitches, them dogs. Come on. Don't want to be too crazy and mess up the trim that I just finished painting. Cover up the primer that's on the wall where we had to make some fill-ins. The lady that used to live here, she stuck sewing pins, like you pin a pattern down with. They were stuck in all the windows. I guess she used them to hold her curtain ties back. They were all in the carpet. It was pin heaven for her. So I gotta take this switch cover off. I gotta wash all of those too. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna put you back down a little bit and see if I can read some of these messages real quick. And then I'll go. Guest passes for computer time. Well, I can take my laptop. I don't know, do they have Wi-Fi? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, Azure, and my back was pinching right on that sciatic nerve. So I'm hoping it doesn't go out. Mary, make sure you wear gloves if you're dealing with them black walnuts, or your hands will be black for a month. Thanks, Mary. It's called Windrush, I think. Yeah, Windrush from Behr. Yeah, we got to drive back to Greenville today. So, and what time is it now? It's almost 3:30. Good grief. We need to really probably be cleaning up to go back. Yeah, black walnuts will stain your hands. My grandmother always wore a pair of gloves when she was cracking black walnuts. But, oh, I'd love one of her black walnut spice cakes with butter, brown sugar frosting. That was delicious. We used it in this big hallway and in the entryway just so it was a smooth, everything was kind of flowing throughout the house. But then we actually picked a bluish green for the bedroom. If I could move you guys easily, I would show you. But we'll wait till we're painting that room and then I'll drag you. I don't know. Scott's on his way back in. He's really hungry if he's coming back in. So I'm going to have to go feed him. What the devil is in my paint? I don't know. What is in there? I don't know if you all have ever used these yellow things that you can get for your paint can to pour out. I love them. My sister-in-law said she couldn't figure out how to use it. And I think it's the easiest thing in the world. You need to get by.
I need some painter's tape.
Painter's tape is right on the floor, just inside there. See it on the floor? Turn left. Ta-da! Oh, they're saying, hi, Scott. Oh, what you working on?
Oh, this is the length stop. Goes home. Cutting tape.
Oh,
So I'm gonna paint this red.
see this thing? I love these things. They're awesome. You're gonna paint it red.
Yes, ma'am.
I was gonna clean up and make you that salad. We're addicted to the kale and what's in it? Kale and Brussels sprouts with walnuts, is it?
Kale, something like
You get it as a chopped salad at Walmart. And that's what I'm going to fix us. Probably, if we've got some cheese here, we could grate some cheese. So, I need my wow hammer, which it says Mom's Hammer on it, but everybody calls it wow because when they pick it up so it says W-O-M, W-O-W instead of M-O-M. So,
That's right, the Wow Hammer.
Regina Reed came in and she said, all that white space makes me want to do a mural on your wall.
Maybe at the next house.
Yeah. I was telling them I'd like to do like a family tree and put pictures of family members on the different branches.
The tree they hung them from?
Huh?
The tree they hung them from?
No, we're not hanging our relatives.
I'm being clever.
You're being clever. We were talking about Scottish and family histories because Regina's researching hers. And I told him that what I found is your relatives, we think, came from the Shetland Islands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mary says we're making her hungry. I would use a pot I didn't care about, too. Go to the thrift store and get one that's cheap if you're going to boil down black walnuts.
Black walnuts. Tasty black walnuts.
They're just so much work to harvest the meat out of a black walnut. I'm sorry.
It always seems that way in nature. That
The really delicious
the
thing.
The better the deliciousness is on the inside, the harder it is to get to.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm Painty, and this one's hungry. Ooh. I'm going to have to catch that before I leave. Lisa, My Eclectic Life, just posted a video on estate sale fund. So y'all go watch Lisa's video on her estate sale fund on Friday. That looks good.
Well, on Friday.
Okay. And like I said, I will try to do some videos and upload like at Panera, but I don't know if I'm going to have any luck with that. And I will see you when I see you. Take care, guys.